Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves another review. Nothing too exciting. Not much has really been going on. Still no layout. But that's another story. Obviously, reviewed a Mark III coach before. This is another one. So Hornby re-released some Intercity Swallow coaches, full set for their recently recently released class 43 HST with buffers, which are really very nice. I'm going to try and get my hands on them at some point, but most importantly, I got hold of this coach mainly because I wanted an Intercity TGS, just in case I couldn't get a Virgin TGS for my Virgin HST. Okay, so this is of the newer Mark IIIs. Here's the end of the box. Are 4005. So the numbers and the product codes are now changing. BR Intercity Swallow Mark III Trailer Guard Standard Coach number 4055. Okay, so it's the very first time I open it. Only arrived last week. So let's have a look. So you get your standing couplings in there, so you can take the European type off, covered with plastic, and we have said coach. Okay. So these Mark IIIs are quite bland, really, as you know, as Hornby goes. You know, there's not loads of detail on them, but they serve a purpose for 30 quid, 33 quid. I think this was 34.95. You know, they serve a purpose. I have got the ones that were released with the TTS sound ones, which are slightly different. The only slight differences are, I can't remember if they got illuminated lights. Can't remember that. But I feel like the windows are different. I feel like the other ones didn't have this edging. Maybe they have. Don't know. But this TGS has been updated from the Lima tooling. What's been updated is the roof is still thicker than the rest of the coaches, the lines, which I mentioned before. But on these newer ones, they've actually made it so you can take the buffers out, because obviously HST's formations don't have buffers. So obviously, if you've got one TGS with buffers, it sort of looks silly. But I never really bothered in the past, and I used to just chuck all sorts of liveries together. But now, if you're a serious modeler, obviously you want everything to be just right. I should imagine these are quite easy to adapt by putting steps and brake hoses on and changing the axles. Oxford have definitely got the upper hand there, but the build quality is not quite there with the Oxford coaches. But with this, you could chuck it across the room, pick it up, and it would still work just very nicely. So all the new Mark IIIs that they release are all tinted. That's not particularly something I like. I prefer the older coaches where they're see-through and you can see in the seats, so it'd be nice to put people in. I haven't got any rolling stock that has people sitting in there, but when I look at it, you can't see it inside at all, and I'm pretty sure they weren't like that when they were new. So for me, that's something I don't like. Maybe have like a yellowy tint, so like a brownie colour, you know, but this is pure dark black, and I just don't like that. Livery application, well, it is what it is. Really good. I can't really say too much about it. Nice crisp Intercity. We've got coach A. A little bit of damage there on the coach. There's a bit of mould and defect, as you can see, just near the window, but there we are. Again, don't expect any less. That's some sort of twist valve, can't remember what that's for. Crisp lines all the way along. They are, to be fair, they do a good job of the liveries on the coaches. They are nicely applied. And then we've got 44055, and then obviously you've got guard. On the ends, you've got the half black and a half white, as usual on these coaches. C3, an information panel on the coach, and overhead warning labels. So can't really say too much more about that. I actually got a model out of the cupboard earlier, the first and last HST set, because I didn't think I'd reviewed it, and then I thought, yeah, I have. Good job I checked, really, because if not, you'd have been getting the same as what I already had. But yeah, so not really too much more to tell at the moment. There's not really a lot going on. I just bought this coach, so I just thought I'd have a quick overview of it. I'm going to order some more. Yeah, so just for £34, I don't think they're quite worth that much. But when you're selling a product in this livery, people will pay that. You know, there's coaches on eBay that the blue and grey ones are up to £50 each, and you know, I only thought First Grey Western coaches went crazy, but these two BR Intercity liveries are just so hard to get hold of too. Whether it's Intercity or Intercity Executive 125 or Intercity normal blue and grey or Intercity 125 blue and grey, they're all hard to get hold of. There's quite a lot of these coaches on eBay and on selling sites that model railway stock. There's still a lot of this Mark III. The only one that is hard to get hold of is the restaurant. That seems to have vanished, but they seem to have had good stock of first, standard and TGSs this time. So I think with the last batch, with the last HSTs, they sold very quickly. Them TTS Sound HSCs, they were a steal at that price. You cannot buy, you'll never be able to buy the same thing for the same price. £225, you know, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to take too much more of your time. I'm going to review another HST soon, hopefully. The blue and grey 40th anniversary set. I did mention it ages ago, I just haven't got round to it, so I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. We'll just see how time goes. But anyway, just checking in, making sure everyone's still alright. This is my content. Again, not too interesting, but just want to show you that I'm still posting and keeping you all sort of making sure you're all alright, you know. Enjoying watching everyone else's videos, so there's some great stuff online at the moment, which I'm really enjoying, so it's definitely keeping me company. So alright, so thanks ever so much for watching and enjoy model railway.